make a little, necklace or bracelet charm, your little charm.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know.
put
But
your
I think
thing
this is
on,
a
and
really
that way
cool
you never
app.
lose it.
You can take credit card payment from anybody with your little square. So square up.
Square up.
Yeah, that's my shiny object. I love it.
That's a great one. And now continuing on with shiny objects, we're on App on the Map. So what's up there today, Gina? What do you got?
Okay. Again, I'm tired. I need rest. So there's two apps that I absolutely love. And then of course I had to make sure I had a business app in here. So if you have an iPad, and again, a lot of these are available on iPhone, but then you have to put glasses on because you can't see because they're so small. But there is a great app if you want to really keep track of what's going on your website. My serious app is called Analytics HD, and this app can actually brings up a dashboard for your website. You can enter in your website address, and then it brings up all the stats on your site, and it has everything from where are your clicks coming from? Are they, where are they being referred from? Facebook, Twitter. It has, referral sites. It shows you how long visitors are on your site. Just a really good, again, there's Google Analytics out there. I think this is a really cool app to bring in and have data with you at meetings and such. So I've been playing with this one and really like the information that it gives. It's really accurate. So it's called Analytics HD. And I believe it was about $5.99
Yeah, that's
for
pretty
this
good.
app.
Now, is it using Google to track that, or is it its own app?
It's its own. It's
Its own.
its own app. So it's not. It's collecting slightly different information. Some of the info that it's pulling is different from Google Analytics. So Google, and I didn't have to put anything on my site. So you put in your domain, and it just populates
Oh, that's
tons of
pretty
data.
clever. It's funny. I have that app on my iPad, and I've never used it. So
Yeah,
I've got to
it's funny
take a
because
look
I've
at
had
it.
it for about maybe a month.
Hmm.
And I just in the past 2 weeks really started looking at it, and partly because I have a client that we're working with that I'm trying to find some different data for them on how is their social media really tracking results, and finding tools that really show where clicks are coming from. And a lot of it has to do with, if you're using sites like Bitly to shorten your link. I love Bitly because you can go in and create a link for different campaigns, for marketing campaigns, and then always use that link because it will start showing you how many people clicked and how long did they stay on your site. And this one tells you how many pages did folks go visit, how long were they on each page. So it has the depth of the visit and visitor type and language and continent and even city. What city were they from? And so what browser were they using? And that's another helpful thing that a lot of these analytic tools show are most people, and it's interesting, most people are on Firefox, Safari, and, I'm sorry, Firefox, Chrome, and still I'm surprised so many are still on Explorer.
Oh, actually, still
So
over about 50%.
yeah, that one's still,
But you know
and
why?
my
It's because of
site about a third.
but it's
It's about a
because of
third, a third, a third.
corporate users.
Corporate
The
users,
corporate
yeah.
users are really into IE, and I haven't downloaded the IE 9, but I heard it's not too bad.
I know I have heard they've made some big improvements, but I'm loving Chrome. There's so many great add-ins on Chrome that I have it on all my um, computers and laptops, so I'm liking that.
That's
So
great.
that's my business app. But I want to get to my favorite ones that have to do with sleep. Because I travel a lot and because I'm always exhausted and need a nap but don't get really time to take a nap. And so many people tell me, how can you sleep on a plane? And I can't sleep on a plane. I have had this, it was a device a long time ago. A couple years ago, a friend of mine who's a pilot, he was telling me how he has to do these power naps because of his weird flight schedule. And he had this device. It was a small MP3 player, and he said it's called Pzziz, Pzziz. So if you can go to the App Store or you can go to their website, Pzziz. So this might even been longer than a couple years. Maybe it's been about 5 years ago. So I bought the MP3 player because he told me you have to do this. It's a power nap machine. And I paid $100 for it. And it already had preloaded all of the tracks. And so what it was is you go in, you turn on Pzziz, and then you say, I want to nap for 12 minutes or 20 minutes or 22 minutes. You put the specific minutes. Each minute had a different recording, so it was slightly different. And what it did was it led you into a guided relaxation, kind of a meditation, but 3D sound. So if you have your earplugs in, instead of just listening to it on a device, put earplugs in, lay down. What it does, and it's really interesting, the science behind it, it's slows your heart rate, having the sounds, your body starts going into this relaxed state and starts kind of matching the heart rates that you're hearing, and it puts you into a deep sleep very fast. You go into a deeper sleep faster, and then when you set the timer, a minute before the time is up, the voice comes back, the guy's voice comes back on and says, and now it's time to rejoin your day. And it starts back kind of different tempos that raise the rate, the speed, so your heart rate, and you start waking up. And then if you still don't wake up at the end of the minute of him talking, an alarm goes off. Soft alarm, but then it gets louder if you don't wake up.
It's time to take control of your plane again.
It's time to get back to life. But what I love about it, now my husband is the skeptic. I have had both my sons use these, and again, I bought the devices, so it was really expensive. Now you can get the app. You can get like the light version for $1.99. You can get I have it on my laptop, so then you can download it to iTunes. But anywhere from $1.99 to I think like $10, you can get different versions. They also have one for people who can't get to sleep at night. So it puts you into a sleep and doesn't wake you up. So that one is good for people who just have a hard time going to sleep. I just need that 15-minute power nap and wake up refreshed. If I took a nap on my own, it would take me a while to go to sleep, and then I would fall asleep for an hour or two and be groggy. So this is really, and I swear by this, everyone that I have had tested, except my husband, the captain swears that it's just, I would be one of those people that could be hypnotized in a show and would dance on stage without, and be silly.
Gina, look at my finger. Look at my finger, Gina. You're getting sleepy.
And I'm asleep. But I swear by this, and I love it. It's really great when you need to just catch that quick power nap. So pazziz. I'm always telling my kids I need to go pazziz. I put in my headsets, lay down, and I'm out. I have tried to go stay awake beyond about 2 minutes. I'm out in 2 minutes. I'm unconscious.
It's an interesting name, though. If I went up to somebody, I need to go pizziz, they'd probably point me to the restroom. It's over there to the right. Got it.
Yeah, it might be different for guys to say that than women. But yeah, I can go. Just don't say I'm going to go take a pizziz. I'm going to go pizziz.
That's right. But you're taking a power nap, not taking a pizziz. That's correct.
Yeah. Now, if you're just wanting a little white noise to drown out maybe hotel sounds, then the last app I want to talk about, and again, it's available on phones or iPad, it's called White Noise Pro. This one, I love the sounds of, stream and birds and oceans. And this one, let's see if you can hear it. Oh, I pushed pause. You can actually create your own mix. So it's kind of cool. You can create, there's a mix list, Amazon, rainforest. You can do city sounds. I don't know why people would want that. Or it has a list of 40 different individual noises, and you can drag them onto the screen and mix them to create your own white noise, which is good for an office that might be noisy. Or again, if you're sleeping in a hotel room and there's noise next to you, you probably need a better hotel, first of all, or you need to get something like this. So White Noise Pro, a great napping.
Yep, I've got that one. I've got that one. It's actually a great one for, like you said, a power nap or just strictly playing around with. You can, because you can mix and match the different kinds of sounds and create your own soundscapes, if you will.
Right.
It does a great job, and you can make it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. It's very clever.
Oh, I love it. And again, it's kind of fun because it allows you to mix your own sound effects, and then you can save that as your own, sound, and then have a collection of your mixes. So I like things like that. I'm always looking for fun apps that actually serve a purpose. And this one, when I travel, again, I can usually go to sleep. I'm always so exhausted by the time I do hit the pillow at 1 o'clock in the morning or so. I'm out. But this is nice because it gives that background noise when I'm traveling that I don't want just pure silence, and I don't like sleeping with the TV on. So
Right. That sounds great.
yeah.
Hey, how's the chat room doing? Anybody in the chat room?
Oh yeah, anybody in, yeah, there's all kinds of chatter that I've ignored. I'm so sorry, everyone. Let's
It's chit
see.
chat time.
Oh, Larry had a great suggestion, something Velcro on your iPad for the square.
That
You
would
know what?
work.
That's great. And Barb, the analytics tool is called Analytics HD. Now, again, that would be an app, is the name of that. So, yeah, Energizer version on Pizziz. There's a sleep version. Larry, do you use the Pizziz? Do I have another person that can vouch for me that I'm not crazy? It does work. Yeah, a venti rainforest. Terrence will have a venti rainforest with a shot of African dessert. um, it's great.
He
I
has
love
that right
those kind
before
of
every show,
things.
I think. That's
Yeah. So see all kinds of great suggestions in the chat room of getting sleep. And you know what? I'm going to be using a lot of these apps this week. So you watch. The Energizer app is the short energizing nap. So I will do a 10. They always say 20 minutes is best. I usually don't have 20 minutes that I can say I'm going to go sleep. So a lot of times I'll do, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I like odd numbers, so I'll pick like 13 or 14 minutes. And it really does work. I wake up right when that is over and I am totally refreshed. So love it, love it, love it.
It's time to go to our favorite segment of all, Dear Shrek.
I always have to put on my glasses and get out my letter. Dear Shrek. Okay, this daily dilemma came last week on our show. And this was from, is it Kalisa? Kalisa? I believe it was from Kalisa, wasn't it? Asking about the admins on a Facebook page. And Aliza, correct me if I'm wrong, but we were talking about dilemmas, and I think we mentioned something about the admins on a page, and so this came up as one of the questions: is how do you handle as a company? Do you put wording together? Do you put policies together for admins within a business that is having folks work on their social media? Absolutely. I think companies, number one, when you start working on social media policies, you have to first look at your email policy, because typically you're going to run about the same. You're going to have similar wording and verbiage around what's allowed to be put out there in the social media arena within a business, and that you're representing the company. When you bring on someone within your company, so they're an employee, and they say, I'm going to create our company fan page, our Facebook page, you really want to make sure, number one, obviously, that you trust the person. Number two, where it gets kind of confusing for folks, they say, well, this person already has a personal profile page. So let's say Kim has a real active Facebook page and she wants to create our business page. Should we let her do that, or should we create a whole new email for our business page? No, don't create a new email. Don't create special things just for your business page, because that's not following the rules of Facebook. Kim creates a fan page, or Bob in marketing creates the fan page. It doesn't really matter. Off of your personal profile, you create this standalone fan page. They are not connected. The only connection is that person happened to create it. So they're the first admin. So the wording is that you want is any employee that creates a business page must immediately add on, and you can determine, another admin. So you want to make sure that you have Kim creating the page immediately adds Bob as a second admin, because if Kim is let go from the company, all Bob has to do is remove her as admin. There are no, I need the password to log in. Kim logs in with her personal password. Bob logs in with his personal password. When they go to the page, they are both admins, so they have rights to post there. When one, and it doesn't matter who, is removed as the admin, they no longer have rights as an admin on that page. So you need to have more than one person as admin, and that should be in wording in your policy. And then if you are outsourcing your social media management, when companies